Greetings, YouTube. Um, every country has an energy portfolio, a number of sources of energy. And when I speak about energy, I mean actual energy, work, electricity, motion, rotary motion, work, lifting things, dropping things, pushing, pulling, lights, cameras, action. And those usually, in a healthy society, in a healthy culture, there's a lot of them. At one time, we didn't have many options. It was burn something or you didn't get any work done. But now we have things like fossil fuels, coal, gas, electric or oil and propane or natural gas. And coal is the worst, oil is the second, and natural gas and or propane are the third. Now I have a natural gas furnace, two of them in my basement, um, and that is the most efficient means of I can use for, and least expensive I can use for fossil fuels. I don't like the fact that I'm using them, but it's far less expensive than using electricity. Electricity is a very inexpensive type of heat to install, but it costs a whole hell of a lot of money to run. Particularly in New Hampshire, we have horrendous energy costs. But you can also get energy from the sun, the wind, the water, whether that water is from a waterfall or a reservoir or waves. All of those are means of generating energy from the ocean or the lakes. But it's all coming out of the sky, and if you can figure out how to put it to work for you, cool on you. The Industrial Revolution in the United States was fueled by water power. Big water wheels turning, which turned belts inside factories, which drove machines. Bingo. Of course, they were supplanted by steam engines because a steam engine is far more convenient. You can put a steam engine any place you want it. You don't need to be up by a river, but it takes coal, which at the time we didn't really think about when it came to fossil fuel burning. And it's within living memory. I remember shoveling coal into my grandparents' furnaces as a kid because that's what they burned. Coal. Horrible fuel. We should completely, absolutely eliminate coal-fired anything in America. Heck, it would be smart if we stopped mining coal at all. It's really bad for us. And in the event that there is an actual society collapse in the future, it's the easiest source to get to. So maybe we should leave that reserved just in case. I'm also a proponent of nuclear power. I know there will be those that don't like that, and I can understand, but I'm a proponent of nuclear power. Have been for pretty much my whole life. So I'm always curious, why the hell is it that Republicans are against having a diverse energy portfolio? Don't you think the market should decide which forms of energy are being generated by which types of devices or sources? They seem to be really upset about wind and water and solar. Really upset about those. Of course, the reasoning is pretty simple. Those industries are not currently bribing them, whereas the fossil fuel industries are currently bribing them. So they know how their pockets are being lined. So they go out there and they fight for those that pay them off. It's really that simple. Yeah, we call them campaign contributions in America, but they're bribes. Always have been, always will be. We need to have publicly funded campaigns where anybody can donate as much money as they want to, but all goes into one big pool and then it gets divided depending on what kind of position you're running for. And suddenly, donations won't have the same power they do now. Wouldn't that be nice? So the GOP is all about free market economies. Let things fall where they may, unless, of course, they're being bribed to want to downplay and unfund certain industries because they're being told to, and then to overemphasize the importance of other industries because, again, they're being told to. Now, if we were to switch to more renewables, and there are ways to make them more reliable, we would be better off as a culture, as a nation. And we could have a great deal more of energy independence if, for example, we kept all of the fossil fuels that we produce in our country instead of selling them off to other countries. We could be more energy independent, but for some strange reason, we're not. Oh, yes, that's right. The whole bribery thing. So I believe in a diverse energy portfolio. And I'm not even a goddamn Republican.